Guys, emergency video, because what I just saw on the ETH charts, I had to share immediately. I just heard someone from Binance. This is former Binance's head of fundraising, and what they said about Wall Street wanting ETH ETFs even more than the crypto industry shocked me. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
If they can approve Ethereum ETF but before end of this year, it's going to be a happy bonus to our industry, because not only the institutional capital will invest in the digital gold, but also they will invest in the token with a real business, right? I mean, Bitcoin, there's no business behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital gold. But what is Ethereum? Ethereum is a token initiated by a global distributed computer system, which is like Ethereum network.
All right, so he pointed out how ETH has a global network and Bitcoin is largely just a digital gold. I do think there's going to be a lot of investors who kind of want to take part in a global supercomputer network, and they're going to piggyback off a thesis that I've had for a long time, and that's that value investors are going to look at an ETH ETF essentially as a ETF with a dividend. ETH ETFs are going to have staking rewards, probably play into some sort of way, whether it's a dividend play or just the value of the asset accrues more and more Ethereum. So I see value investors flocking to the ETH ETF because the digital gold play just might be a little bit too boring for them. Whereas the ETH and the supercomputer network plus dividend play, value investors love dividends so much they can taste it. And so they're really going to jump on this narrative. Now, what does that mean for Ethereum's price? Should you buy Ethereum now? Well, folks, we got to look at some Bitcoin price charts to determine what the heck is going on. So this is the Bitcoin chart. Now, we were approved for a Bitcoin ETF on January 11th, and you can see it right there. Look how much it pumped in the 63 days before January 11th. You can see a 37% pump. Well, so why is 63 days important? Well, I have another graphic for you, and this shows the deadlines for the ETH ETF. Now, you can see on the top right, that is Van Eck's deadline, and that is 63 days away. So there's some speculation we're going to be approved on May 23rd. And so when we go back to the Bitcoin price chart right here, you can see that is why I measured out 63 days and then a 37% pump. That could be what we see with Ethereum. But folks, let me go ahead and show you the ETH chart on TradingView. I found something else I got to point out. Now, we pump ETH 37% over 63 days. Look what we see, folks. $4,800 Ethereum. $4,800 Ethereum was where we hit previous cycle. And so it kind of makes a lot of sense that we would hit the previous all-time high. But folks, I do have a little bit of a warning. We might not be approved May 23rd. Eric Balchunas, James Seifert, they actually only give it 25% odds that we do see approval on those dates. And so let me throw this graphic up one more time. This has all the dates. And if you look, you can see two companies, Fidelity and BlackRock, have an August deadline. But why the heck is DZ singling them out, okay? Is it just because he loves dunking on BlackRock? No. Let's go back to the ETH ETF inflows. Now, this is the same chart we were looking at before with the deadlines. But on the left, you can see how much each company has sold as far as Bitcoin ETFs go. And BlackRock and Fidelity, you could tell right there, absolutely crushing the market. They're the lion's share. Everyone's just trying to play catch up with them. And they're essentially the vast majority of all ETFs. And now, and also if you look there, their ETF deadline is 6 months away. Now, what is ETH gonna do in 6 months? And what did Bitcoin do in the 6 months before the Bitcoin ETF? Well, I pulled it up on the charts for you as well. So if you look right here, you can see Bitcoin pumped 60%, and look at that dollar amount. It is only 30K, everybody. So I'm saying buying ETH at the current price right now, right around $3,500, could be like buying Bitcoin at 30K. I think there's a huge upside, but let's actually measure this out now. 60% over 2 months. Look at that, everybody. That is a $5,500 Ethereum. Now, can Ethereum ETFs hit that amount? Well, folks, I think the answer is yes. I think the Bitcoin ETF showed that there is a strong desire to escape inflation. There's a strong desire to leave this rat race. And I think there's going to be a strong desire to get their hands on any strong crypto project that they can via these ETFs. And can we hit $5,500? Folks, in 6 months, I think the answer for that is yes as well. Between the value investors seeing a potential dividend play right here, between Bitcoin having narrative just going crazy, crazy bullish, and with ETH itself being deflationary, I think a lot of people are going to piggyback that this could be, quote unquote, the next Bitcoin. And I think a lot of Wall Street and old money will just kind of pick up that narrative. So basically, I just saw that. I had to shoot this real quick. If you like the emergency videos and you appreciate me bringing you this breaking news, trying to point out all these secrets I'm finding in the charts, go ahead, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm DZ for Discover Crypto. We'll see you at the top.